If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
The former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins ready to run the controls for the Washington offense.
And for Dwayne Haskins, a little bit of an uneven season for the former first-round pick. 7 starts as a rookie. Team went 2-5 in those games, but I did see him get better. I thought his last couple of starts were his best ones of the year. He's a guy with big potential, big arm. But remember, was just a 1-year starter in college as well. Plenty of experience yet to be gained.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 44, Haskins. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 32 yards.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wentz on the give to Sanders.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Throwing is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here's Wentz to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard.
And this will leave him a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground with Sanders.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll throw it. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Wentz going to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive with Peterson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
They run with the former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's
he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. Touchdown, Washington! Cody Latimer, 53 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense back out there. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He's definitely one of the best defensive tackles in the game. He's been a Pro Bowler the last 5 years running. When you run against Fletcher Cox, good luck.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time. And it's 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he finds McLaurin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Back to the running game with Barber. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Now a dump off here complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The throw taken in by Sims.
They can't stop it.
So that one will be accepted. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims there to make the grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 1st down. It's Barber, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run the draw with Barber. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And Latimer's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. Play action. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. A carry for Barber, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit. An illegal contact on a quarterback, the defenders really have to get in line.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. roughing the passer. That's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the...
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Wentz now on 1st down. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Are you serious, dog?
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan, the one who stepped in to make that play.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They start on the ground here in Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Ryan Anderson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles... This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Throwing on first is Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Here's Sanders. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Clement. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, Clement. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 41. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Sanders. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Forcing the incomplete pass on 4th down and then roughing the passer.
Your offense was ready to roll, ready to get out on the field and take over. Instead, self-inflicted. Now they have to stay on the field and play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Sanders. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Sanders. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now Sanders on 1st and 10. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. To throw is Sanders. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And now hang on here because down on the field and appearing to be grimacing in some pain is the tight end, Zach Ertz. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 9. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Play back at his own 19-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And Jeffrey's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game. And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 13 yards. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Cameron Johnston now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic.